This is going to be a really value dense video for you about what funnel should I run for my high ticket offer slash high ticket business in 2026. This is a super common question that we get, and it's one thing that you as an info founder, if you're a marketer watching this, it's one thing that is always on your mind. What funnel should I do? Where's the shiny object syndrome? And I'm going to break it down in the next 4 to 5 minutes, super simply for you. I like to have this analogy of the pendulum in here straight away because I feel like it is super important. There are different seasons for different things. People always say, okay, webinars work in one season, then there's a big shift in the market to VSLs, there's a big shift in the market to challenge funnels. But the most important thing is, and I'm going to break it down, it's about your business, what works for you and what works for your audience. And that's the most important thing, because you can get the shiny object syndrome, you can get the woman in the red dress, you can go after the shiny strategies, but if it doesn't work for you, if it doesn't work for your audiences, it's worth nothing to you. So what are the choices that we have inside of 2026? Well, we have the VSL book call funnel. That's one of the most popular ones. It's one that we really like to work with for our clients, specifically selling higher ticket offers. You have your webinar funnel. You have a challenge funnel, which is very popular if you're doing or selling a program to business owners, to a biz op, etc. And then you have the profile slash follower funnel. For me, this is a complementary strategy. Some people build their businesses off it. My personal opinion, and I'll go about it in another video, my personal opinion on it is different. So as you can see here, I've taken one from every single person that's running something. So you've got Jordan Lee here. He's doing about 4 mil a month. They have a VSL book call funnel. Shelby, she's crossing 4 or 5 million a month on a webinar funnel. You've Iman doing his challenge funnels. Don't need to talk about Iman. And then you've got Nick Setting, who has coined the profile slash follower funnel. He's probably doing 400 or 500k a month as well. But what's the most important thing that all 4 of these people have in common? The most important thing is they found one strategy that worked for them. They found one strategy that worked for their audience, and they stuck to it. They didn't change. They didn't jump ship. They didn't move. They didn't follow the pendulum. They found it worked for their business, and they stuck to it. And that's the most important part of this video. So what are the only 2 things that you actually need to consider for your business? And this is the real sauce. What's the only 2 things you need to consider before picking your funnel to run with and stick to, most importantly? What does your audience react slash resonate with? What do they enjoy doing? Do they enjoy consuming content and booking a call? Do they enjoy being live, asking questions, showing up, making that know, like, and trust factor, having that live approach? Do they like participating in 2 to 3 day challenges? Or do they simply like scrolling and stopping on your page and converting and engaging inside of a DM? That's one question you need to ask yourself, and that's the most important one. But number 2, this is one that people don't think about. Your sales team's strengths and weaknesses. This is super important. You want to make sure that your sales team is getting the best chances possible of closing deals when people jump onto call. And you need to assess their strengths and weaknesses. And this is one thing that a mentor told us, and it was one thing that always sticks with me now. So as you can see here, let's go into this. If you sales team that are absolute hungry dogs, right, a VSL funnel works exceptionally well. As you can see here, we have Stratton Oakmont, we've got the bullpen, we've got everybody working together, everybody hyped up, high energy. These people inside of your sales team, if they're dogs, if they're hungry, they're going to handle objections, they're going to refuse to let that prospect walk away without taking a close. They're typically younger, they're typically hungrier. Like I said, typically, not every time. But if you've got here, like we have in the Investor Center, an empathetic, sophisticated sales team, a Webby slash a challenge funnel works really well for them. They're not going to handle the objections. They're not going to go that one step further. They're not going to challenge people as much because they're more empathetic. They're probably an older demographic. And we have this with one of our clients, and they work really well. The sales cycle might be a small bit longer, but they build that know, like, and trust factor straight away with people. So objections like, need to think about it, partner objections, they're not going to really question those. Whereas these guys up here, they'll call them out straight away. They will call them out straight away. So like I said, typically older, more empathetic, have more experience. They need more layup deals, scaling into colder markets and buyers. So a Webby slash a challenge funnel works really well. That being said, a VSL funnel and a Webby funnel could work for these guys, and also a VSL funnel can work for these guys as well. So they are literally the only 2 things you need to consider when you're thinking about the strategy that you want to implement and the funnel you want to use for your business. What does your audience react slash resonate with? Where do they like to convert? And what are your internal sales team strengths and weaknesses? You want to give your sales team the best chance to close deals. So if you enjoyed that video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Dropping sauce like this twice a week, making sure that everything is super simple, super streamlined for you as a high ticket founder or a marketer to get the best insights possible. See you on the next video.